colleagues from offices from the United States and England and Canada came together to build the bridge with help from our partners at Bridges to Prosperity, as well as the local Rwandans. So the connections and the teamwork, helping rural Africans connect to needed services during times of flooding, was very rewarding.
One of my peaks from the trip was definitely watching the amazing ways that side activities were carried out without any sort of advanced equipment or technology.
I mean, it was a really manual process. I was kind of struck by that. We didn't really have any tools to help us. Our rebar bending table was a log with nails in it.
We used steel tubes and wood to bend rebar. We mixed concrete by hand. We made scaffolding from wood from the local forest. We created human chains to move material. And the locals made cushions from bamboo leaves to carry rocks on their heads.
Bring your heart back.
Yeah, definitely. Always have your PPE.
Ugurinzi.
Mbere.
Which means?
Safety first.
Safety first.
I think for me, the biggest part is leaving behind a group of people with whom we formed such strong connections. And a really big part of that is the kids.
Love the kids. The kids were probably my favorite part. It was something unexpected because we all knew we'd go to the school.
So you brought soccer balls?
Yes, soccer, yeah, of course.
We also brought Polaroids and board games and bubbles, and we borrowed a rope from Sight to play tug-of-war.
We taught them a whole bunch of dances. It was just a lot of fun to get to interact with the kids who would be using the bridge, and they really became close to us throughout the trip. They were on site every day after school watching us build.
They would remember our names, and you'd hear like shouting in the distance.
Hello, kids. Hello.
And I try to have a conversation with the kids in Kinyarwanda, and they got super excited when they hear us speaking their language.
We'll just never know how we may have inspired them.
Please, if you remember one thing, Papa just says, stay in school. Thank you.
My favorite part was playing with the kids every single time, and they would wait for me just outside the work.
On the way up?
On the way up.
That was your favorite part?
That was my favorite part, running around the hill.
Hills as far as the eye can see.
Well, I didn't know what Rwanda would look like, but I did not anticipate it being that beautiful. It was awe-inspiring, it really was.
I think on the way back, it's spectacular because you can see the sun setting, and then it just starts like bathing the hills in this glowing sunset.
The evenings were really our chance to like sit down, relax, watch the sunset, talk to each other. And on one particular day, towards the end of the trip, the sun had already set and we were sitting inside, showing each other card tricks while having dinner. And everyone was just in really high spirits because we were towards the end of the build and the bridge was finally starting to look like a bridge, which was very exciting for everybody.
Before the bridge became walkable, we had to split into 2 or more teams and have one team walk to the other side of the river every single day. So it's a long hike, and sometimes people are all over the place and working on different tasks, and you don't always know what's going on the other side. But once all the cross beams and the deck plates were installed, all 10 of us were finally able to come together, be on the bridge at the same time, and work alongside each other on the same task. So it was that moment that gave me a taste of the true meaning of connection these bridges bring to people.
And you come to realize that you're forming connections with these people, and it feels like you've known them for so long.
The relationships you make are forever. Great friends and it's meaningful work to help people across the world.
There was this one moment, it was when we were done with the chicken wire. And as we were getting ready to leave, we saw 2 little kids with their backpacks crossing and their uniforms. Do you remember?
Yes, we started crying a little when we saw that because the kids didn't even realize that the joke was complete, and they just started walking with the little backpacks, and it was like very emotional moment.
That is true, yeah. Because
Yeah.
that's like the moment where you realize, like, oh, that things are now going to be easier for them.
You can really see how community, how much it really means to them to have this bridge where kids can now cross over to just get to school to do their homework. It's an invaluable thing. Like, it's really hard to quantify. And you can tell when they're excited, there was all the dancing and jubilation across the bridge.
I also took away a really special moment from that when one of the people on our B2P committee who was helping build the bridge, she lived on one side of the hill, her name was Forrest, had mentioned that through her work with B2P, she was able to buy health insurance for her family, as well as a goat for her family to help, one, feed them and give them more prosperity.
So these speeches kind of show that this bridge is not only a pathway over water, but a bridge to prosperity, unlocking new opportunities for education and healthcare.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like you realize that this bridge is being built for the community and they're helping build it. And that's like one of the greatest things. Like, you're working side by side with them to build it. You bring technical knowledge in many cases, and they're the local community.
One team!
It's a powerful symbol of connection and unity in linking communities. And from TT's perspective, it shows the power of kindness and collaboration. And in my opinion, the application of global responsibility in the real world, which I think is one of the fundamental roles of engineering in society.